has come. For 300 years, we prepared, we grew stronger. While you rested in your cradle of power.
So, we're going to talk about a new level of stupidity when it comes to the journalist mindset. We've got this guy here talking about taking away player choice in games. You want to play as that male protagonist? I think not, sir. We're going to go ahead and take that away. We're going to make you. That's right, we're going to make you play as the singular female lead. So, the previous two Assassin's Creed games have given you the choice. You can play as the female character or the male character. Personally, I like that. It's more option. It lets kind of everyone be happy in a lot of ways, and it lets you pick how you want to play the game. I really like it when there's incentive to play as both. Resident Evil 2 is a really good example of this because they let you play as Chris or Claire, and there's actually incentive to replay the game as the other one, giving you more replay value, which, I think is always welcomed. But, I also appreciate the chance to pick. If I want to be one or the other, I think that's great. And that's great for the consumer as well. But now we have people saying, well, that's not enough. You need to take away the male character. He's got to go, forcing you to play as the girl. So that's a stupid take. But not surprising when you consider the mentality of the blue checkmark journalist. This is right up their alley. This is the way they think. Everything must be female. Everything must be PC. Everything must be diverse. That's just the way they roll. I mean, I don't even think half of them are gamers. Though I will say this guy does seem to be interested in games. When I did look at his Twitter, he does seem to actually enjoy playing them. It's weird, a little different. Usually the journalists never talk about games. They're always talking about politics. His Twitter wasn't as bad as many others. So, this is more of an opinion, obviously, but it's still one to kind of make fun of a little bit. So let's go ahead and go through this. It's not a very long article. It says, rumors are starting to fly about Assassin's Creed Ragnarok, the new game in the series that apparently may debut on the next gen this coming holiday and take the series somewhere that fans have been itching to go for years now. The Age of Vikings. I think that's interesting if it's well done. I really liked the ancient Greece and Egypt stuff. Vikings is all right, but we'll see what happens. I'm a fan of going back to the sea. I really liked Black Flag. That was one of my favorite Assassin's Creed games, to be honest, because I liked the ship stuff. The boat battles were really cool. That's something that I enjoyed. There are various leaks about this game so far, some as simple as that title. Others are a longer laundry list of points that may or may not be valid, and that leads me to a point that I'm sure won't be controversial at all. And it's time for Ubisoft to finally commit to a female lead, and only a female lead, in a main series Assassin's Creed game. Not standalone DLC, not sub-games, not mobile titles, a full big release. So it's just never enough with these blue checkmark journalists. Never enough. I think the fact that you got the ability to choose to be a female character or male character should be exactly what they would desire. You would think. I mean, more choice for the gamer, I think, is always a good thing. However, with the mindset here is that if you have a choice, well, you're not going to play as the girl. I mean, does that really matter? It's the matter that the choice is there. And that's not necessarily true. Sometimes I like playing as the girl because, well, in a 40-hour game, especially if you can make her look good, if you know what I'm saying, I would rather look at her for 40 hours than the dude. But that's just me. I would be willing to bet that there's plenty of dudes that play as the female character. However, they don't assume that. They just assume that everybody doesn't and wants to play as the dude. And I got to admit, I'm actually kind of shocked that he's not throwing around istophobe terms and saying, well, it's an unconscious bias that the men want to play as the male character and stuff like that. He's just kind of giving his opinion and not throwing around those terms. And like I said, like when I read through this article, I was kind of shocked that he didn't. He just instead goes full fascist and says we just need to go ahead and strip away your rights to play as that character. It goes on to say in this paragraph how they had the choice originally. The past 2 titles had playable female characters, but he goes ahead and changes and says the problem here, and here's the problem. So let me go through this. This is set up as the problem as to why having a playable male or female character is an issue. And his reasoning for this is because Cassandra in Assassin's Creed Odyssey is the better character, and because people might have missed out on that, because with a majority male player base, a majority of the players stuck with what they knew and picked him. 2/3 of players, in fact. A genuine problem because, as by the end of AC Odyssey, I'm willing to declare Cassandra one of the best new video game characters of the decade, and I'm not alone. So, I mean, that's your opinion that she's better. Other people don't necessarily share your opinion. And when you link to websites that are your fellow blue check marks opinions, I'm necessarily not so willing to listen to your rationale. Particularly when your evidence that you're not alone is a Polygon article of the 70 best video game characters of the decade. Polygon is trash. This really didn't help your point. But to the Polygon staff, like, I don't give a damn. Nobody cares about what a Polygon opinion is for video game. I don't know how Polygon still exists. No one that I know respects them other than Reset Era. That's a website famous for talking about poop problems over video games. So this doesn't convince me of anything. So anyway, goes on to say, no, I don't have any guarantee that a female lead in AC Ragnarok would be as compelling as Cassandra. And yet, yes, it does absolutely seem like it's time for Ubisoft to be brave enough to commit to a female lead in a mainline game like this after not doing so to date. It seems especially easy with how many female Viking warriors there were. Shield maidens, anyone? So they just need to do it? I mean, what is that gonna? Is that gonna make the game better? Like, why do they just need to do it? Come on, Ubisoft, join the ranks of all the other wokeness in the game industry. And yet, if early leaks are true, Ubisoft is playing it safe once again with the female lead being merely optional. But no more brother and sister concept this time. This leak suggests that the players will be Jorah, a Viking warrior, and you would choose whether Jorah is male or female, meaning if past numbers hold, 2/3 of players will be playing as a male Jorah. Oh no. Players are going to have choice? Choice is bad. You need to play as that female character. You ist. I wonder if that's what he really wants to say, that you need to do it. And he even says it right here. The common argument here is, well, what's wrong with more choice? You want to take away people's choices? What I really want is those 2/3 of players to get out of their comfort zone for a change. Okay, so that's his argument. The rest is that he would definitely do it, and he would have him do it. So his reasoning is that you need to get out of your comfort zone. I would say, don't they do that anyway, considering there's actually a lot of games that have female character leads now? Aren't they getting out of their comfort zone when they play as Lara Croft in the new Tomb Raider games? Aren't they going to get out of their comfort zone when they play Left 4 Dead, or not Left 4 Dead, but The Last of Us 2? Aren't they getting out of their comfort zone when they play Horizon Zero Dawn? Aren't they getting out of their comfort zone when they play the latest Gears of War, which pretty much starred a female character? I mean, there's plenty of examples, especially recently. I mean, there's nothing brave and stunning about it anymore. It's really just at this point kind of woke to do it because you're only doing it to please soy journalists. That's really the only reason. Or if that's the story you want to tell, if that's truly the story you want to tell, then do it. But if there's no impact to allowing people to choose the sex of the character, I really don't see the problem with it. But this is just another example of game journalists wanting to push their PC shit on people. And that's all this is. You must play as a female character. You don't get the choice. And how dare you, 2/3 of Assassin's Creed players, pick the male? You hate women or something? So that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys thought about this. What do you think about them wanting to take away your choice now? You don't even get to pick. You must play as the female. If you don't, well, obviously he didn't go as far as calling you an ist, but I'm sure he wanted to. Anyway, that's it. Let me know your thoughts. Throw a like up. Remember, comments and likes really help videos out in the algorithm, so please consider leaving them. Also, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed because every day people are telling me they get unsubscribed. Also, subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that and subscribe if you're new.